Hi, my name is Liza Rosenman, and I'm one of the emergency medicine faculty here at University of Washington.
I'm Joshua Hadagi. I'm also one of the faculty.
We're really excited to share with you a video today that highlights some of our faculty, and you'll hear from a few of them, which is just a small representation of the large number of faculty we have that come from diverse background of different training and different interests within emergency medicine.
One of the most significant reasons why we are in academics is because of you, because of the residents we get to mentor. And we feel so lucky to be a part of a program where we have a lot of faculty with a lot of interests who are excited about you and really skilled and will be able to mentor you in any way that you'd like to go.
Real important consideration when picking your program is what's going to happen at the end of your training. And here at University of Washington, there's the time and the support, regardless of what your interest is, to really explore and develop a niche within emergency medicine, or really hone your clinical skills if you're interested in practicing in the community or somewhere a more austere rural setting.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, our patients are your real teachers, and we're just here to guide you along the way in your own development. And we really want to get to know you and help you grow in the area that you want to grow in.
Residents train at multiple sites. So you have University of Washington Montlake, which is a very quaternary center with lots of subspecialty care. You have Harborview, which is a true county hospital that serves the underserved population, as well as a level 1 trauma center for both pediatrics and adults. In addition, there's a great community experience at Valley, and then you have Seattle Children's for all of the sort of tertiary subspecialty pediatric care, as well as learning the tips and tricks for how to take care of that population. Coming out of this residency is probably one of the most well-rounded programs, I think, that I've seen across the country, just because of the diversity of educational opportunities and sites. You're really exposed to everything, and you train in everything, producing truly exceptional residents. It's a pleasure to work with them.
Well, I think we try to get the residents involved at a pretty in-depth level in everything that happens in EMS, both on the flight and the ground side here. And I think we have a really great group of EMS faculty, as well as a generally great group of faculty across the board. The mentorship that's offered, we have a mix of senior and junior faculty on the EMS side, and we're able to kind of relate to residents and the challenges of their schedule and their lives, and the stresses that they have, and still try to keep them involved in a way that is meaningful, where they understand what's going on and they're able to make meaningful contributions to each of their projects and each of their areas of interest, and really help us to do an even better job caring for patients and developing ways to make care a little bit easier.
One of the best parts of the residency is that everybody gets sort of a great baseline experience and exposure to critical care.
And one of the reasons that I wanted to join the faculty here is the very multidisciplinary nature of all the faculty. So we have people in intensive care from all different backgrounds, and that really helps us to cross-pollinate our literature and our practice, and really integrates all of the different departments and divisions that contribute faculty to intensive care.
And that collaborative environment extends in a lot of ways that are beneficial to the residents. There's the clinical learning that you get from this wide variety of faculty in your ICU rotations. And then a lot of people also seek mentorship, both from within the department, from EM critical care people like Janelle and me and a couple of our other faculty, but also from outside the department, from a lot of different critical care folks from different backgrounds who have unique interests that they might share with some of the residents. So it's created this really awesome critical care mentorship network for the EM residents that's pretty unique. And also on the research front, we have a lot of collaboration in specific areas, like cardiac arrest is a good example. Obviously, this area is really known for its cardiac arrest work in the pre-hospital setting, and capitalizing on these relationships with EM critical care and the pre-hospital group, Medic One, we've been able to do some really cool research involving residents that spans the pre-hospital, the ED to ICU continuum in cardiac arrest.
So we have a very robust emergency medicine research laboratory here, where we study, for the most part, hemorrhagic shock and hemostasis. We really run the gamut in terms of sort of training and fellowship and mentorship opportunities for folks who are interested in basic and translational science. It's actually a bit more common for residents to develop a relationship with specific researchers, more of a mentor and mentee relationship that lasts over time and develops over time. What that allows is the residents the ability to really immerse themselves a bit more in the research topic, learn about it more, also to undertake research projects that'll include training in scientific methodology and laboratory and basic science skills, oftentimes resulting in abstracts and presentations at national conferences and publications.
We have opportunities for residents to get involved in patient safety and quality improvement work.
We've had terrific success with longitudinal projects in addition to discrete resident level projects where third and fourth year residents can disseminate an elective over the course of a year and do ongoing quality improvement work looking at patient care, deaths, escalations. I've got residents who worked on STEMI. I've had residents do sepsis interventions with me and myriad sort of smaller, discrete quality improvement projects.
We have electives in both quality improvement and we have some individual mentoring opportunities for people interested in patient safety. That's a personal interest of mine. I've mentored several residents in individual projects, longitudinal projects over several years here that have led to scholarly works, grant funding, publications.
We have a required emergency medicine clerkship, so residents get to work with students around especially in the Harborview and the UW Montlake sites. They work with students all the time, and as our residents progress, they supervise more. And we provide them some guidance on supervision, and they also have the opportunity for those who really want to do more education. There are opportunities to go deeper. No matter where you go afterwards, you'll be educating someone. You'll be educating students or residents, or you'll be educating your team, you'll be educating your community. And so learning how to be an effective educator is great for all of our residents.
So within ultrasound, there are a number of different opportunities to mentor residents or even students. We do a lot of education throughout the School of Medicine for students, throughout UW Medicine for residents, fellows, nursing staff, APPs, and otherwise. And so there's a lot of points of engagement with different groups of individuals in which our mentees help with training. We've also had a number of residents participate in research projects with us, whether it is using novel devices in new applications, engaging with industry to improve their artificial intelligence and data collection in ultrasound bedside techniques. We've had some do clinical research and trials on resuscitation, for example. So we have a number of different projects in which we can mentor residents and get them engaged on a project that leads to meaningful discovery and scholarly output. I think you have a very diverse group of faculty members who come from all over the United States and have experienced emergency care in the Midwest, the South, the East, and otherwise. And I think that that is nearly unmatched in other residencies. And that is a good support network for understanding not just emergency care within your local community, but also the broader world of emergency medicine throughout not only the United States, but internationally. And so I think this is a phenomenal place to sink your teeth into emergency care in a well-established, well-known institution for pre-hospital care, but also the wider network of emergency medicine outside of Washington State.
There's also a three-pronged pathway that our residents can choose. So similar to tracks in EMS or ultrasound, a resident can choose to focus on population health. Within that, the residents can choose to focus on global health, community health, or rural health. For global health focused residents, they get the opportunity to take coursework within the Department of Global Health. They get the opportunity to go abroad on an international elective. So we've had residents in the past work on refugee health projects with faculty, to work in Guatemala, establishing an emergency medicine residency program.
One thing worth highlighting among the faculty is just the diverse range of interests, which creates a diverse number of opportunities for residents and fellows and even medical students. But they're all kind of working towards the same goal of creating better outcomes for communities that are frequently underserved.
Something that just continues to amaze me is just like how open faculty members have been about passions or excitement that our residents have expressed, and have been really open to our policy to kind of go in and brainstorm with them.
What's really wonderful about our 4-year program is that when you have a second to kind of lift your head up for a while, you're surrounded by these amazing collaborators in the School of Public Health, in Global Health, in the School of Social Work, a bunch of centers, the Harborview Injury Prevention Research Center, which is CDC funded. There's a ton of availability within the School of Medicine, but schools all around us that are all on the same campus. And our Department of Emergency Medicine and our section of Population Health has tentacles in all these places.
Our residents get an amazing breadth of clinical experiences, and I think all of our residents feel very confident on graduation that they can handle anything that comes in through the door. I think that's a real sign of a strong clinical training experience. I think throughout the 4 years of training, I think there's also this expectation that residents be given opportunities to explore and discover new things. And I think the faculty here are really engaged in that process and really care deeply about being good mentors to residents as they explore things like care in austere settings, or EMS or ultrasound or education, whatever their interest might be. So I think our trainees both have the time and the support to explore lots of different things, and leave this program with a real sense of the things that bring them meaning and purpose in their work. And so they're often running with excellent clinical skills and a real sense of the kinds of things that they're going to be fulfilled by in their career.
Who you are around really affects what you learn and what you learn in residency. And I will say one of the benefits of being at University of Washington is every single rotation you have is with a top tier program, right? So you are going to be training alongside residents who are super smart, who are super dedicated, and it's a place where you're really going to learn. The other area where I think the people around you giving you good education is a really highlight in our program is the diversity of where our attendings have trained. So your faculty attendings have trained all over the country. And so really bring a diversity of training perspectives and a diversity of experiences to offer to you.
I think one of our goals in making you the most outstanding emergency physician you can be is really so that you can go anywhere. Our residents have gone everywhere, and you can find them in austere environments in Alaska or in other rural locations. You can find them at some of the most competitive fellowships and academic environments. So no matter where you want to go, we will prepare you to practice there and be an amazing emergency physician.